think it's quite late for countries in Asia, though, for sure. G2 on defense, KRU on attack.
Early on, though, one way. Propped up. There's no
2-0 on the pistols, right? They won double pistol. It's a big reason why they won the map, to be honest.
A knife against the back of the pyramid as well.
They
Gives them a
go
lot of acknowledgement.
deep wall as well, like they want to take a lot of space on this one.
It's going to be used pretty early, though, by G2.
What's Valorant doing here? Why has he used his wall before anyone else has done anything? He's used his wall to fight on site, and no one fights on site.
Like they were setting up for a retake.
Yeah, it was bad. Now how are you meant to get onto site?
He's worried about being contested, but no clearance at all into the corner. These G2 players really being caught and left unaware. I've seen these fights taken out into the open, still offering themselves up. It's Dante seeing if he can square up, and the reactions off the bloody charge. It's 3 kills immediately ripped away, and they know what his last remains.
Okay, very, very nice. Yeah, I got a question what Valorant's doing there.
It's all he needed.
Been watching some King demos.
It's another good beginning here. KRU take the lead.
I don't recommend it.
On G2's map pick. I'm a bit confused as to what was going through Jorg's head there. Maybe a comms issue, maybe they're... I don't know. I mean, a lot of the meta in Americas right now is that people are playing very heavy retake on Breeze. And not just on A, but on both sides, honestly. Yeah. You're seeing almost every team that is running Harbor on this map playing sometimes both sides for retake.
Why are you being toxic? Just for the Harbor on A, that's it. If you know, you know. It's
unusual to see Jorg poking his head above the parapet and getting it ripped off before the rest of the team is ready.
I've seen a lot of teams in Americas, these days at least, being caught unaware. That blind is quite nice.
Less on a really early timing on the backstab through double doors.
So still is a significant amount of damage here. Doubled up inside this smoke of G2. They overplay themselves, overstepping it. Trent with the right clicks will be at least finding that one less. Taken out and traded.
How's he meant to get out of here?
Sitting duck at this
Okay.
point, using the stars to see if he can creep a little bit closer. The plant committed.
Super deep wall.
Yeah. But a watchful eye as well onto any areas where G2 could be waiting.
Dude, honestly, Trent got an extra one here. They did good damage.
Bulldog in hand acquires the upgrade.
Keep the main guns
there towards the end, trying to double face with a stun, but KRU clean it up. This was a really early time. We're 10 seconds into the round, and Les is already looking to pinch you from mid. And normally, if you're running
that's more of the stuff I want to see, man.
Is slow, and just
show me some of that aim.
Use the distraction of the rest of the pack.
Holy.
Les is taking these more aggro timings. MW one away from an ultimate. I wonder if they want to play for that. Some kind of set Hunter's Fury take could distract for Dante's exec.
We'll see. That's a rapid fight to be taken, but a stun is...
Let's go a little faster on this one. Didn't mind it.
Dante's going to be taken out.
Jesus.
Oh my god, an 8 at your feet. Almost obliterating Valorant.
Yeah, very close. MW does manage to get that ult orb, so Hunter's Fury online for the attackers, but the early play with the flash and the dart not paying dividends.
Devious angle. Valorant's low anyway, might as well just make a risky play. Less a couple of pot shots, see if he can drag attention.
Dude, look at that damage done over towards A, though.
A little bit easier to hit into. Does he account for Jorg, though? Jorg, get Nancy perhaps onto the off angle, but he just spots out the positioning left, though. Going to be fading it out, glide to the side, smoke up, and Jorg reinserts himself, but Les has got that awareness.
Dude, some of the weirdest duels, I'm telling you, in this game.
How does he even account for that one? Still, he's looking to see if he can create a bit of an opening now for the rest of his team. One-man army. Hunter's Fury now going to be committed. Off to the side, Valor being cleaned up, out towards the back of the side.
Oh, that was nice from Les. Dude, waited for the Sova
swing alongside it.
Yeah, that's really clean. Pushed him into a 2v2 with the bonus.
Les everybody, man.
His aim's like a magnet.
Oh, it's unlucky.
Right now, but finally brought
guy
down
just looked like he was just going to headshot everyone.
Takes him out, Baby Vado.
Still super winnable. Baby Vado's low HP.
This one's still very much winnable for MW. Just shots potentially baited to swing through and
worked out well, man. They played it well together here.
Actually seals it up, but a costly one against the
pretty happy though. Good damage.
Definitely. G2 getting themselves on the board, but I think Les proving that he is going to be a problem on this map.
Yeah, continuing.
At the moment, he is just running around in mid, uncontested, like it's his personal playground.
Yeah, he's just creating pressure everywhere,
he slid backwards away from Les. Really didn't make it as difficult as he wanted. For this Brazilian beast of a Sentinel player.
G2 win the round and they take an eco here.
Won the round.
Yeah.
I mean, what is this?
The damage being done. I mean, it was a hefty bonus dealt by KRU.
Oh,
even if you don't win it, you essentially The long
It's
con.
Sacha's not enjoying that
It's
one.
a shocker here as well, because G2 are on minimum loss bonus, so their economy online is going to be a nightmare from here.
A lot of noise though, and a hero rifle in the hands of Jorgamo! Stun!
Whoa.
Lay it down
Mate,
to the
he's
feet,
next to
but
you.
he doesn't anticipate the second player, perhaps, but finally getting a grips onto it. Less though.
Well, it gets a bit weird because they for sure think that they've bought, so they don't know about the other guns yet, and then
It's a great open
there's now
Jorgamo
guns
player
down
just
middle,
saved
so they're not going to try hold on to them.
Crew with no map control, 3
I
players.
mean, Jorgamo
bundled
just
up
keeps
in
on
mid.
pushing.
They're going to have to shoot their way out of this one.
Yeah. Clearance.
Oh.
Good level of awareness out towards double doors there. They get a kill, but they don't rush into
Jorgamo.
anything. Meanwhile, some flanks
Damn,
occurring. Silence is ahead
impressive.
of it. Aim, well trained.
With a
locked
judge.
in. What's he going to do with this one? Well, quite a lot apparently. But that gun is thoroughly out of reach. Spike forwards, looking to disengage, but that is a hell of a sight line. He's got to scurry and run all the way back, but he's played Baby Bay in. That's not what you want to see. Couple of stray shots, MW.
Dude, I'm telling you, I wasn't ready for this best of 3.
One more shot to the body.
I mean, it's not a complete disaster. At least Baby Bay gets away with his life.
30
Yeah.
seconds left.
2 bullets left. Oh my god,
There.
missing the timing again.
Bruh.
These players are just
One enemy
caught
remaining.
unaware
What
this
is going on
time.
there?
Snaps to it, the cranium of Les taken out. MW now left to scramble, making all the noise, and he gives away the game to leave. Beautiful work.
Throw him
by
a gun,
G2
throw him
in
a
the
gun,
midst of
throw him a
that. They were
gun,
working
stop
with
celebrating.
scraps and odds and ends.
Yeah, and you can see that they went for way more risk
think he
than
got
they
it, right?
usually would, because the value for it paying off is way higher in this situation. You're expected to lose the round
Hey,
anyway.
mate.
Why not go for it? Do we really need to see this one
Yeah,
again?
we all saw it, man. Come
He
on.
redeemed himself.
Drew did not expect him to go back in for another bite.
I made up for it, bro.
Yeah.
He really did. He really did. I mean, Jorgamo's the hero in that round, though, isn't he?
Ah, he
Being able
really
to get
is,
those
yeah.
first 2 at the beginning
Yeah.
completely changed everything. That should have been Crew getting out to a sizable lead.
There's presence here. Trent has a Hunter's Fury to punish over towards A. They're droning. Might choose to go for it. Stun, connecting, off to the side, used on either side, but that's a big reveal. Jorgamo just trying to duck and weave, but a movement not quite enough to avoid the bullets in the eye. Crew
I mean,
steamrolling this one
Giddy
forwards
was
now. It's high
blind,
tides on
but
high tides, and
still.
this is tricky business. I mean, look at the state of the map right now. Cutting it up now with a cosmic divide. Valen stands his ground. Maybe to try and stop this one in its
Dude, the
tracks.
little
MW
jump,
sharper
the
shooting
jump
on
jiggle
display.
wrecked him.
Quicker reaction times at that. That's going to be committed. No real pushback whatsoever. It's G2. What the hell is Leaf going to do in a spot like this with just a judge in hand? Baby Bay
Last player
moving forwards, but 2 players towards the back of the side is all it takes to dismiss him. Not much you can do here, is there, Leaf?
Yeah, just hide close, wait for kills.
Josh RT
Um,
thinking about taking attack timeout after that round, Brent, because
It's messy.
we didn't get to see the impact from Les, but it was psychological. Trent, you were talking about it. Trent would normally be throwing a Hunter's Fury here to play off the
I see
contact
path
of
like
Jorgamo.
this, though.
And instead he's droning double doors because he's that worried about Les taking an aggro timing in the first 5 to 10 seconds of the round. So if you can't have your normal A defensive setups working because you're that afraid of the lurker through mid, you've got to change something.
Yeah.
You really do have to fundamentally shift your defensive setups. Josh isn't going to hit the panic button just yet, but they're down on another eco
Mr.
or
Gifted
like weird
and
scrappy half
Bacon
buy.
Smurf.
It's going to be another
Mediocre
opportunity
bot
for,
with the
you know,
gifted.
Jorg or someone else to
Thank
take
you
some
so
risks.
much, man. I
G2,
appreciate
they
you,
were
dude.
taking
Thank you,
risks. It
thank
paid
you.
off for them. Still, we'll see how
I
Crew
appreciate the gifted, mate.
end up tangling with this one. They've
And
already
you doubled down with some
nice
bacon flame.
early
That's good. I
kill.
like that.
Allen going down. Rifle in the hands of Jorg as well. It's a lot to navigate if you are Crew.
Leaf choosing not to take that timing. They're clearing him out just in case he went for something aggressive.
A cool vice wall.
This time there isn't as much chaos around the map. You know, they are a bit more in control of the round compared to the last time that G2 had a weaker buy.
They know that, right? Because last time, I mean, G2, they were just running a mockery, right? Deep pushes. A lot of risk being taken. It paid off and it won them the round.
We can see pings over towards the A site from Crew. I'm wondering about these double thorns that are being placed at front site, whether they tangle anyone up.
Most of the pack is going to be going through double doors here, but they're being sliced up, split up by it. Let's see how Crew deal with it now. They're listening.
Vai sair. O som acabou de botar.
Dante, eu já te falei, Dante. Você vai, eu
Eu
tô
vou matar ele,
viado. Boa bang, Caio. Pode enfiar no cu ela.
Quer mais uma?
Quero mais uma.
Quer
vai.
mais uma? Vou deixar a bala atrás de você aí.
Você tá
Ó,
maluco?
deixei.
Nossa, essa
Mano, eu vou pegar o cara na faca, eu sou por isso. Peraí, deixa eu pensar.
E se
Aqui,
você
achei.
me pega?
Achei.
Não, aqui.
Achei.
Controla,
Você
velho.
tem
Ele
tiro.
nossa flash tá horrível, cara.
Não, tá bom, tá bom, tá bom. Eu dei 70 tiro. Relaxa, tá muito longe. Quando ele faz o clique...
Well, listen, Leaf has somehow found himself in a 1v2, but rapidly approached now off onto the flank. The time ticking away, a lot to clear, and not a lot of time to do it. Up towards double doors, less once more being that thorn in their sides. And this guy, he's in the walls for them, and he's in their minds.
They were planning on knifing him.
He absolutely is a beast. If
Mate,
you've got the
wreck
rest of the
them.
team that are willing to put their bodies on the line so that Les can trade them out in spots like this, look at that. Dome's valid, and here there's two players with rifles. He walks through one of them, dismisses the second. Jorg and Baby Bay definitely could have been a problem for them to deal
Kinda
with.
liked,
Defense, but Crew navigated quite well and
Did
take
like the
back
vice wall
control
here.
of
Maybe
Breeze,
there's a couple more
even though
vice walls they
G2
can
had
do
that
over towards
nice
mid that are
early
like
on.
legit.
2-round lead. Great chance.
Honestly, even this one would be good.
Over towards B much at all. Vice wall could do a lot.
Double
now. It's gonna be
forms, big recon, Trent in a good pos if he wanted to ult. Oh, he got ulted.
Wait.
Wait,
Now we're going to see it. Hunter's Fury expended on the attacker's side here. MW looking to see if he can pave
Oh.
away. It's awkward stuff.
no way.
Nobody can really sit still.
Now
and take
Trent
these
can ult
spikes, but
back.
Bebe does defend it, at least onto that avenue with Leicester Ray boss.
Jesus, everyone's popped their ults.
Hunter's Fury their own. Shock dart to pound. Don't choke Cagel this one. Of a panic attack, man. It's getting manic here. Jorgamo all the way onto the flank. That's a fast lane now. Ripping its way across. And why not a Reckoning? Throw it in. Already G2. They can square up here nice and safely.
Oh.
MW's going to do a lot from this spot, but stunned down
Wait.
from the grave. Players
Actually,
can't really trade in time. G2, hold
that's
on.
not bad from him.
Tricky business. The plan is
Cove
here for
though.
MW. Cove, though, will need to be spammed down. With it, his aim reset. He's just trying to see if he can square him and find it. Surely the
It's
Cove
so
won't be a broken
tanky.
idol as a full stick. with
All
full
Trent had to
safety
do
in
is to
mind.
jiggle, that's it.
That final situation shows you the power of the Cove in the retake. That's why so many teams with the Harbor are playing a retake style on this map.
Yeah.
If you get into a 1v2
mean,
like
there was
that,
so many
normally
ults
the
into this
offside
round, it was
positioning is
chaos.
so good here on Breeze. But Cove in your face, you've got to expend the clip. You've got to put yourself out in the open to break it. And then Trent is constantly threatening that he could punish. Meanwhile, Valin is having a nice little time inside here.
Chama!
G2 coming out with a big one. Lots of ults expended. G2 needed to be able to win that one to stabilize the money.
I mean, G2 have to win this, otherwise they go down to eco.
They are looking to try to play a main a bit more aggressive than we see from other teams in Americas.
Yeah, deep into two players immediately getting involved into the Cove.
Once again,
If they
Trent
wanna
forced
fight
to
more
drone
A
over
main,
towards
don't they have to
double
do
doors on a
different
really
Astra
early timing.
stars?
15 seconds into the round and he's still looking for less.
Yeah,
They're literally
Where is
just
this
trying to
guy?
punish in the smoke and that's it.
Yeah.
Deep into Crew, bit of posturing. I think that's going to be used early on here. I mean, Valen just lets this one rip. They're not going to have it for a B retake.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. Again, the Cove, though, actually is more important, and that's on a really fast refresh.
Crew looking to end over towards B, but that is looking like Fort Knox right now.
Dude, Leaf might get what he's been waiting for here with the judge. He's been playing judge all the
He's got to
time.
be careful that he doesn't poke out and expose himself
Pops
to
one.
tunnel.
Ult's popped off though. It's going to be blinded.
Okay, this
Deford
is not what he was
whatsoever.
hoping
Leaf is
for. Oh,
twirling around,
well.
looking for the targets. Finds two of them right when it mattered, but spammed down in the final few. Sadak does get that return. Trade intact, but already that deep insert less. It's just a menace now. Big reveal against the half ball, but flanks on flanks,
Oops,
and
oops,
Jorgamo
oops,
idiot
oops.
stuff. Spotting out where these
Holy.
players might be. Util out. Catching
What
Sadak
is
unaware.
this game, man? It's
You know where
so
Leicester's position
manic
was. He was
between
pinned
these
out A
two.
little bit earlier. Play this one.
So many
solidly
weird
with discipline
situations.
forwards again, but what is going on here? Losing track of where these players might be.
Just no
Like-
time.
Irretrievable though. And so, peace of mind granted here for G2, dragging it back up level.
Yeah, and
Second
now
round
everyone's
in a row
money's
that
not good.
Jorgamo has sprinted around on the flank retake and taken up this position in B window almost as the exec is coming through. He is there so early.
Will you
Way
watch
before the
China
flag,
if
30 seconds
EDG
on
win
the clock,
London?
but
Sure.
He's put crazy pressure.
Not the craziest take
onto
ever.
Sadak and NW as they're trying to get back into the site. Crew are going to take a timeout as G2 draws it level at 4-4.
I'll watch one China game.
Defensive setups on A, I don't think have been particularly
The final
working,
is stage
but the
2,
more the
that's
Crew
it.
lean towards B, G2's anchoring with Leaf jumping inside a smoke
He's like
with the judge.
relying a judge, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
of the time just to hold it back at a choke point.
But then also the retake stuff, you know, Jorgamo being on the flank, getting
Yeah.
into window, putting that pressure down. And the way that we've seen Valent play around the Cove, G2 look really comfortable playing B for retake. I mean, if I'm Sonic in this situation, I'm telling them to go and abuse A a little bit more, because those A splits were a nightmare for G2 to deal with. If you commit that heavy to the A main fight with 2 players, they've got their backs to double door. That's tough for Trent to hold.
Yeah, G2 have been
Really watch EDG, it's good.
When the splits are coming through.
Do they have so much time to prepare?
That's where KRU have been able to level out a lot of these rounds, make it 4-4. But G2 back in it, making it even here, and we're seeing just one ult online. Cosmic Divide as well is going to be another.
What do they get? 2 weeks more than Americas?
Here for G2 to work around to play
1
off
week more than other regions?
For the retakes.
Or is it 3 weeks more than Americas?
He has been a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, no slowing down.
He is determined to get to London and face off against Vitality, I suppose. What a game that would be. Unfortunately, Sadok doesn't get to play against Carmine Corp.
No.
More's the pity.
Bit of an early take towards mid. Just open up the door, feigning like they could have multiple players lurking up, but it's just less. Feels like that guy is just multiple players packed into one sometimes. G2 trying to get a bit of a handle on it. Seems they can clear him out towards double doors. It's an important one. The way this fight might go.
Jorg is holding the right side of the door.
Does look a bit of a nightmare to play against less, man. Really does just
giving that avenue less.
Take any time impossible.
Fight for the game. The timing just slipping straight through. Jorgamo just in the aim in time. Is there for it. Now for the A split, these walls are going to be sent flying sky high. Cosmic Divide on top of it. KRU are forward still. Stunted only for a moment
Big
by the Thorns. Now looking to see if they can make their mark even further. Jorgamo is on an island here, but the counter spam pays off. At least the trader's there in a cove. Not there in time to see if they can support it. Shock darts.
So much damage.
Down.
Well, they can fall back and play this as a more traditional post plan now. No Cosmic Divide, no Cove. How did G2 play a really heavy retake style when they don't have their biggest tools for it?
Started towards the back to at least to try and stop them here, but these players are just holding it down. It's 3 of them. Open sight lines. Willing to opt in and out, peeling back into more defensive
especially as they
positions.
took down the Astra as well.
Access to the site, the spike is ticking. Time pressure mounting for G2. They've got to start to get a bit of a move on here, but he's shock dart sailing overhead. Baby Bay just inserts himself and announces himself to the conversation.
Oh my god, that one's close, man.
Not.
Imagine Baby Bay
save
did
today
that.
with a Red Bull clutch right when they needed it.
The time pressure forced
Blub
G2 to get
with
onto
the
the
Prime.
retake.
Appreciate the 15 months.
Otherwise, the trade may have been there. What a Red Bull clutch for MW. You see, though, that even in this round, even when Les gets punished right at the beginning, actually the defensive setups for G2 are not there on A. They really aren't. Valen is anchoring as a harbor, which is like a cardinal sin, in my opinion. It is a straight-up Sliggy red card. Like, you are seeing so many teams across the world right now losing their A rounds on Breeze because their harbor is anchoring on site like
it
Valen
is
was in
mad
that
though,
previous
isn't it?
round. And it's not a good position for the Harbor to get value. It's also not a good position if you want to be playing retake. Yeah. And I got to imagine that Josh is telling him off here for doing exactly that.
We've seen multiple rounds now where KRU are putting their attention over towards
Yeah,
A.
I mean, did we flame Fnatic for doing it? We maybe don't flame
like
teams as much as we flame Fnatic.
Well, he even picked up the early timing on Leicester. You know, he did as well as he possibly could.
But I'm saying when they get into the A side, there's Walter is back. No players are with him to trade him out when he's actually trying to take...
Zafs with the Prime. Appreciate the 23 months. Thank you for that.
And the fact that you use Cosmic Divide to anchor the site rather than play for retake, and then Valen's dead, you know, no Cove, no Cosmic Divide, no possibility of retake there. In fact, it got closer than it should have been.
It's deserving of a red card they're talking about. Just harbor anchoring the site that you're meant to be retaken, fighting on his own.
That they've either got the retake or the defensive anchoring to stop them. And this round, the money is not there, it's odds and ends. They are thrifting for their weapons.
Good opportunity for KRU to be able to cement
Low buy on this one, fighting on A main.
Been playing against these ecos have had a bit of discipline after they lost that first one against G2. Here the stuns are reface, repeat, trying to fight and square up once more. G2. Cove's going to be activated. Sprayed and spammed down though. This is the hero rifle in the hands of Valen.
Bacon, it's definitely a mistake.
Here. Stuns a ricochet. Jorgamo just looking to play his IGL all the way in. Valen still alive, still intact. High Tide's going to be ripped his way across once more, but that's just to try and stop them at the choke point. It's not going to be enough to really stop Les. This guy's immediately trying to take that timing, but that's just spam straight up. Yeah, okay.
Baby Bay has beamed his way down mid as well. He's on the flank so early.
This is what was paying dividends really for G2 all day long. Could it be the B retakes or not? Let's see what he can do now. He's slipping a net past these walls. He can play off some of the pressure. Listening for the sound cues right now, but the high tides dissipate. And look at the discipline by G2.
If MW gets the plant, he's got a Hunter's Fury to play around, but Leaf and Valen both playing their lives.
Less is...
He hears at the footsteps.
If he gets one as well.
Trent somehow
No
gets
way.
a handle on it. Sadak though with a deep peek. Bebe taken out. Trent and Leaf. Left in a 1v2. It's MW is the one who's going to try and clutch up, trying to take that timing. Peeking pass, but now
It's
feeling
recon
back.
and 5. I'm not sure he's going to be able to use it.
Barely any health to work with. A game of timing. So Dart, some false confidence given up to G2. Now we're 1v1. It's Trent versus MW versus his adversary.
Holy, bro. Fair play, man. He's won 2 1v2s right
A
now.
little bit sharper. Back-to-back clutches.
Yeah, incredible.
Incredible couple of rounds here from MW. When a lot of pressure has been hefted onto his shoulders, G2 on the verge of making a light by round work there. They played A main much more aggressively. They played for 2 opportunities to refight in with the stun. They weren't worried about the mid play
Play
because
retake
Baby was
against
covering
Viper.
it.
I don't think
So,
Viper's that good on A
adjustment
though,
from Josh Artie,
Bacon.
see if that carries
Everyone
over
just gets
into
spam these
the
days.
rifle round as well. Instead, it looks actually like they're going to play A for retake. So instead of
At
fighting
least I
in
think
A
you
main,
should fight heavy
we're on
sight.
Eco, they're out.
Or if you do, you shouldn't be solo Harbor.
Straw caught out there. Knife and a dart. He's got the operator. He's hoping, I think, to catch where Les has been.
Like, I don't think it's the
Looking
Harbor's
up
job to do that.
mid-contact plays.
Back into another A hit, or at least A pressure from Crew.
This time there's really nobody home. I mean, you're just looking at Valen, willing to concede a lot of this space. Couple of stray shots, maybe, that he's able to...
A different mix-up from
This
last.
time we get to see G2 in a position to retake. Can Les do any damage to them before they get into that situation, actually?
This guy, he just knows the
Dude, he's everywhere, man.
Is it the scurrying and
Looks so
footsteps
fun to
again?
be him.
Scuttling around and
Oh.
nobody...
What the hell?
That
That was nuts. Okay, it doesn't look fun when that happens. Dude, what the hell is Jorgamo doing?
Now going to be utilized, and Stun just going a little bit too short on the mark, but Sadak is going to be whistled down anyway. Electrocuted up onto the beach side. Now we see that main position
Well,
being pressured and squeezed
that
by
was
the rest
nuts.
of G2. Pretty phenomenal stuff across the board.
Yeah, that's really impressive. If G2 are going
Yeah,
to
the
play
timing
every
on
A
that was
retake
outrageous.
like that, fair enough. The identification onto the timing from Les.
What gave it away?
I think
Nothing.
he's just picking up a timing.
Yeah, he is.
He's just thinking, right, well, you know, my teammates are about to scale. I don't really have a job to do. Might as well go and look at the flank.
One enemy remaining.
It's perfectly done. And the aggression from
And then
Crew,
he
they've got a
absolutely
couple
sent
of,
it
you
after.
know, KO flashes that they can use, but it came too early. And so G2, perfect position, perfect timing to go for that retake, and actually putting a bit of pressure on Crew's economy already.
Now, I mean, we're looking at the last round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scrap
they
together
got
whatever they
Judge
can
on
get.
attack.
Sheriff, Stinger, Judge
Really,
at
he's not going to be
Less.
locking with a Judge.
Spread out with a default, though. Not looking to all in just
Okay,
yet.
waiting for his team to fake over towards B.
It's a bit of a nightmare here, but a high tide cuts its way through, along with that one, the fast lane. Now we're going to see it.
Problem is with this fake,
They
Coming
cancel.
forward.
just
Yeah,
a
they
straight up
quickly
wall
cancel.
that
You
lets
can
them
hold
know
on
that
to
it's
the
a
process,
fake.
though.
Yeah, they run away from the Steel Garden. Really, I'm looking at
And
Les'
that'll also
ultimate.
give it away.
Sadak goes down, though.
Yeah, good adjustment.
If Les can get the pit down, it doesn't matter that you're working with lighter weapons. It's going to be really dangerous.
Yeah, at least they can
Fast
fight
reactions
this
done
one
by G2.
together.
They're going to be following the sound cues.
I mean, Trent's just going to
Trail
ult
of
them at
noise
one
has led
point.
them over towards this A side, off towards the back of the side, and ever since Jorgamo's got this operator, this guy, the difference maker in all of these scenarios.
Surprised
Yes,
when
the
they
pit is
stunned
down,
here,
but
they didn't just go for the assault.
2v5. Rifles are going to be spammed down, shredded at a moment's notice here. Individuality is what's required. Hunter's Fury now making it
All the time
really
is
quite
unlucky.
uncomfortable. And a watchful eye with rifles in hand. G2 have got every single angle covered. There's nowhere to run whatsoever, nowhere to hide. Les has done so much up to this point, but
It's very
can only
nicely
do so
handled,
much
man,
in the
from
face of all of
G2.
that. So G2, they find their way 6 to
recovery.
6. We're seeing parity here to Lotus.
Yeah, another half that they've recovered. Again, a situation where they're constantly playing catch-up, but this time ended absolutely level at 6 to 6.
Good half from them here, yeah, yeah.
Jorg's opping ended
I feel
up
like
being
the
really
feel like the
impactful.
Vice
I
has some
don't know why
potential.
Silence was speaking before the pit, but either way, the value was there. G2 are one half away from being able to make it to Masters London if they can put together a decent attack here on Breeze.
Yeah, let me mute this. can't stall long enough that the rotations are too long. I don't think it's about stalling, really. I feel like it's more about just blocking. More about blocking, like, paths that they would take and then just having the wall over towards different places and then trapping. Like, you have to commit so heavy over towards A and B to get the wall. Fakes don't really work against it. I like some of the wall stuff you can do over towards mid. I think they could do more of that as well. It's one of those, man. I think it's, if you don't play against it and you don't get prac against it, it can have pretty good value. It's more about the wall than the fawns, I would say. Not that the fawns aren't bad, man. The fawns front B is super strong. Jaws, thank you so much. Appreciate the tier 1. Thank you for the 42 months, man. I would hope so, Jaws. I think so.
And pro plans right now, but we are on the brink here. It's 6-6 G2.
The walls in the after plant, yeah, it might be pretty good.
Ensuring they go that extra mile,
also, aggro elbow stuff if they push down could be nice as well. We'll see how they want to use it.
They've shown that tenacity that you need, that you expect from a great team. A team that's been able to go to international events, to global events, over and over and over again. But more than that, a team that's made it deep. A team that's been hunting to put a global trophy in the cabinet. And London offers another opportunity for them to try, to attempt to do that with Baby.
Might be one of their better goes at it with the teams that are there.
KRU, this is their first chance with visa issues plaguing them at kickoff. They had no opportunity to play at Santiago. Used the time well to be
good
able
amount
to
of experience,
like
inexperienced teams
down in Latin America, and have brought serious form. But here today,
is this?
Might be missing some
boy,
moments.
KRU. There's 5 of them here.
This is absolute madness.
They fed themselves in the meat
That's
grinder.
unlucky.
I mean, ridiculous stuff, but G2
That's
it's like you play
unlucky.
straight
Against
into their
another
hands.
team, it works well.
They looked like they were ready and waiting for that pistol round.
Yeah. You know how KRU like to play MW. Crosshair placement just sent all over the place there from Jorgamo's movement. And yes, he might have given up his life for the cause.
Stefan the Cringe with the 15 months. Thank you so much, mate.
Even it's all the way
I appreciate that.
1v4 for less. See magic from him.
I don't think that's a crazy take, Stefan, to be honest.
Spam down, spotted out. He's looking to see if he can ISO the fights as best as he can. But
I came away from the Eternal Fire foot game, especially split, thinking the Eternal Fire looked a little better. Foot kind of bailed themselves out with double pistol in that split. I will say they got their split a lot better today, though. That was nice.
Bleed out a clip, ensure he has no bullets to play with. So G2 get that pistol round.
G2 could not have asked for a better pistol if they had mind-controlled KRU themselves into going in for this one. Into a multiplayer, like, crossfire 5-person setup.
Yeah, I mean,
too much, but I think it is
G2 did the best possible thing you could do.
They put in good work over the course of the group stage, but they love the proactivity on defense. They love the deep pushes.
They do love to push. There's many lanes on this map, though. I mean, I've got to be honest with you. I didn't look at what the most recent KRU pistol round was, but you know, the last time
ECG Links, thanks so much for the Prime as well. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
They revealed mid and Viper spot in B.
Anti, but it looked like it.
Yeah, but they could. Well, yeah,
Now
I mean,
KRU
yeah.
are in a desperate situation.
These guys not sitting a little too close to the lineup.
Only with the pistols. Spotting out where Les is and might be able to narrowly escape that one. I think he's just found the pocket.
Oh, I like that discipline. Holy.
As well. Pulls himself back in because he is the entry onto the B side for his team.
Jones not going to get that tag. Forwards approach now, but already the
guys.
flag occurring. And only just being watched in time. What is that? Snap back to the side, baby. Drops down two.
God. Insta-locks onto both of them.
Just inserting himself, classic in hand,
Fast.
does a bit of damage, evens out in the end. 3-player survivor,
That's
G2.
kind of nuts, man.
Great
It's a busted gun, but that was nuts.
Valens Harbour online for their bonus round. They're giving him the ult orbs as they go over towards B. They're giving him the plant as well. And he's going to be able to have an ultimate that could generate a snowball
I nearly got a lineup.
that KRU cannot stop.
Great
Got to
badge with
see
the
some of
tier
the
1.
ideas
Appreciate the
for KRU with
37
this.
months as well. Thank you
Sonic
for that
says
also,
they've been
mate.
cooking. We need to see some evidence of it in this defense side. There's no guarantee that even though you are the #1 seed, you have more opportunities than this. This is your best chance at getting to London.
G2 stand their ground once more.
As the crew actually looking to hard hold A main, similarly to
Big
G2.
buy round. They go up
We're
against
used to these Americas teams playing retake
Harbor.
a bit more than this. But on a
You're doing a
timing,
set
NW0
Harbor from
gives
here?
up
Wait, this could be
double.
cool.
That's gonna diffuse this trap in
Especially as they see him close.
Anticipating.
Oh wait, this is cool.
Gonna be broken.
Does it reach all the way?
Ball's gonna be whipping its way around here to cause
Oh,
a lot
that's
of
nice.
issues, but giving up open access really towards the back of sites and pyramids. Crew entirely
What a
off
crew
site here.
doing?
Man's gonna be going down without too much of a problem.
Why is every team doing this with their
Give that up. Had to give a lot of
crap
respect to
Harbor
Valent's
wall?
ultimate. The crew looked to
Just
play
Harbor
retake.
wall like this, guys? We're
See a
definitely
long
fighting you on
range
site.
shot.
Oh wait, we're
Flying
retaking.
overhead here.
Now we have nothing to get over
Forward
towards site for the
flashes,
retake.
Ricocheting around, blinded up into
Just
the
gotta
corner.
run the
Jordan
gauntlet.
Trying to be that first line of defense.
Winning, of
What is
course.
that adjustment? Snap back.
Jesus Christ.
Dante
Fair play.
transfers and collects up 3 kills in a blink
Oh,
of an
who needs
eye.
a wall?
Crew.
I tell you what, this is a
Final targets and
great
more
KO
round
flash
on
from
the
Silence,
board,
though. I
desperately
will say
needed.
that.
That's a beautiful retake.
I still
from
don't love what they're doing,
both of
though.
those flashes from Silence. Really nice. The first one just to take
I
a
just
bit of
don't get
space.
it.
The second one properly to put the squeeze on those
It's
players.
Neon. I mean, it's a
In the normal
great
post-back
KO flash,
positions.
man.
Look at how blind
The KO
Trent
flash
was
wrecked
there.
all 3 here.
They've done the Storm Surge in earlier on to near site Jorgamo, so cascading different flashes in over and over again. Often in a retake scenario like that on A, the team that makes the first
name
aggressive
match.
move wins. G2 didn't really have an idea of how they wanted to push themselves in the post plant, so in the end, crew get it done.
Dude, if I'm G2 on that, though, I would be so fine hitting A again.
Crew fighting to stay alive here in a match that is so damn important.
And fighting mid
Whoa.
in this round as well.
Yeah, very aggressive.
Really heavy emphasis. And a flash peek.
Drone and
Gonna
flash.
try to catch anyone who might
Yeah, I
be
mean,
lurking
you know,
down here
double
from a
initiates
really
there, and at
deep
the same
position.
time, they
Doesn't
ain't
give away
droning and
his
flashing
life.
for no one.
G2 all the way up through to
You
the
can
B
react
side,
over
the high
towards
tide.
B. They get the full sight. This time we
Used
saved
to
the
try
wall
and
for
split up
the
most of side, and
retake. I
Crew
like
waiting
it.
into the wings now. Flash is ready. Underhand potentially.
Oh my god, that
and
could have
still
been
we'll
so
see if Crew
nuts.
can collect up these kills. Carnage occurring towards the back. The 2v3
Double here.
Guns in their hands, looking to see if they can take that
Oh,
peek
it's
in the game.
unlucky
The
timing. Did he see
cross-separation
double?
wasn't there for MW.
Yeah, he did.
Still, 2v2, Storm Surge going to miss. Kova's
Oh,
gone
the
down.
flash.
That needs to be spammed down. Half onto it already with the defuse. Sadak might have
Oh.
earned it, Baby Bay. Returns anyway. Fires straight back, shuts it down against the opposing IGL.
Scary.
Just a little bit better in the moment than mattered. Had a better gun for the job as well.
Yeah.
Baby Bay closes things with the 1v1 clutch and keeps G2 at a lead, 9-7. That timing was brutal for NW. It was just looking
That
in the
flash
wrong
was so
direction.
good from Baby Bay there.
And of course you got a player trying to defend Sadak as he just sticks inside the cove. Couldn't get the job done. I mean, similar expressions from both of the coaches there.
Pressure is immense.
Yeah.
Force by.
G2 go back over towards
Force
B.
by.
Really similar
Dude, the
positioning from
Outlaw
the team
is
as they open up
giant
this
here.
round compared to
4
the
that can get
previous.
one shot.
This is an interesting position for the
Frank
Vikes.
gets an
all-
orb, he gets
all
his
the way
ult.
deep down here, just letting you know.
One of the
if
scary
Dante
orbs to
pushes
get, but
out
he goes
behind.
for it.
Drone
Big.
was bait out the knife.
Doesn't have a drone, though.
Didn't get what they were looking for necessarily, but Trent does have
Used
the
it
ult
to
now
get
to
it.
play with.
Yeah, it looks like they want to go back over and push Dante off that line. Vice Wall hasn't been tripped, so they know he's not running around behind them in spawn somewhere, but got to try to push it backwards.
Jump peeking, not punished for it. Dante gets a lot of good information there.
How do you get through here without the drone? I mean, it's tough.
Wait.
That's a question. Do have some tools you could use, but a bit of spam into the corners. Code being broken means it's going to be disobeying. Hold on, Dark. What landed onto Dante. Now we're going to be sending it
Oh my god, they're lining up.
forwards. These are open sightlines now. Could be anyone's game. Hunter's Fury again to supplement G2. Looking to see if they can pave a way, but it goes both
Really
ways.
sick from
MW just gets
MW0.
the better of it. Still G2.
Dante has to
Get the
kill
rifles
at
in
least
hand.
one on
Dante
site.
spinning,
Oh, it's a good ult.
twirling, just see if he can escape.
Oh,
Most of
what
that one
the
hit.
hell was
The
that?
nail-biter of a shot there, but he didn't have the weapon at hand to really do the damage
Brother.
that it deserved.
That was nuts.
Less now.
Imagine that was a kill.
Straggling back into this fight. It's a 1v3 and one just hits that one.
Super
Okay, Leaf is just
doable.
taken out. Quick reaction times. Leaf once more matters into his own hands. Less steadily making his way forwards. Taking the right risks here, but open sight line towards the back of the site. The double push of G2 pays off.
They went for
Force
the
him
wrap,
down
and for
to
a
an
moment there,
eco.
I thought they'd lost him.
That might be it for Crew.
Give less any openings like that. He's
They'll
still
get one
on
more
for
go
a
at it
kill
with
per
a big
round.
buy round, but
His individual form has been monstrous, but G2, as a team, are powering through
Horn's
this game and
backside's pretty nice
grinding
there.
out the rounds that matter. That was the phrase that Desk used on Lotus, and I've got to agree, it feels the same here again. Every time it matters for G2 to be able to win around and push Crew down onto a weaker buy, that's the perfect example. That could be a round there, round 17, that defines the map, the match.
G2 leading by 3 rounds here in a decider map to see whether they get to attend Masters London representing Americas. For Crew, they got to put up all forms of resistance. Calling in reinforcements as well.
The G2 always give hope before Masters. This is a good
correction.
team, man.
You said it best earlier, Josh. I mean,
Just got to accept they're a good team.
Get a better chance than this if you are a team in terms of
They also
qualifying
farm this
for an
region, and I
international
don't
event,
think it's
that
an easy
global
region
stage
to farm
presence,
by any
the
means.
right to represent Americas.
Yeah, you just don't know if you're going to get another opportunity of this kind of level. And so far, dude, the alpha teams have been kind of nasty with it in the playoffs. So, Crew with a bit of an uphill battle, even though technically they are the higher seed. They are being made to sweat in this match so far. They'd love a moment here where Dante gets a bunch of kills with the Neon Ultimate, for example. They need a hero to come alive here, Crew. Because slowly, bit by bit, G2 are just grinding them down.
Just choking the life out of them. Proactive
Low
play
buy in this one.
defense.
No outlaw this time, though.
Normally so core to the Crew's playbook. This time, dissipated, swatted down by G2 quite handedly. So,
well, G2 are holding a really slow, passive position for the first 10 seconds of this round. Maybe expecting Dante to be sprinting at them somewhere.
Sending it flying forwards here. There's no smokes. Jorgamo's just looking to attract as much attention as humanly possible. The high tide does rip its way through. Let's see how G2 handle all of
Horn's
this.
either side, so they can't flood in.
I'm stunned. Mid door, guys.
Dude, what a harbor ult.
Face right. Two. Tuck soon. We have harbor ult. Hold here. Should find him. Let it go. They're gonna break it. Let's face right. Mid doors. 2 yellow. We gotta fight through this. Wait. Break the cove. Help Nate. Mid door on me. Fast. Good. Nate, me next. Tuck Nate. Both mid.
One enemy remaining.
He's here. Beta. Face right. Just wait. We have him. Just hold. You guys are good. Don't even try. What the body? What the fuck? Chama, boys. Hey.
That was nice, man. They came up with a good plan. Leaf did
I
incredible.
love the way that they are calling for each other to face
Yeah, the
off different
comms are
angles
good here,
together.
man. Was this
I mean,
Trent
they're
as well?
really coordinated in terms of
The
giving
attack I've
each other
got
command
next.
calls of face right.
Good from
face left,
Valorant as well
help
to
Nate, you know,
the call
making
to
sure
help
that
him out and
everybody's
break it.
aligned and on the same page in terms of how they're taking these double swings together. And you don't have to count down every single time. G2 are just, they're in sync. They've played together for a long time, this squad. Moving pieces in and out with Baby being the most recent addition.
Leaf here.
If
If he doesn't win this one, he doesn't win with this one, this round falls apart probably, yeah.
Indication as well for a player like him because he's had hot form in Americas all year long. It was just Santiago where he couldn't make it count. The rest of G2 as well. Now, potential there. Just 2 rounds is all they need, and already sending it flying forwards. A bit of an upset in terms of the expectations.
Oh, he had no idea
Oh,
is this
just not ready
close.
for it less.
He's
Not
waiting for the
placement from
flash.
there, he's waiting for the flash, but the timing's just too fast. I mean, Jorgamo's way ahead of it. Silence might have just caught a glimpse of all of this now forwards, but Jorgamo is just running a mockery once more towards the back of this side. Finally shut down. It might be too little, too late.
I mean, they got the
Plant
spike
down
out
by
of here if they
G2.
want to just
Buying
get
the time
out.
with patience, but they're just waiting for the insert, and Baby is going to be picking them apart now
Baby
from the
makes his round so
sidelines.
easy.
Asserting himself,
And he's
finding
found
all
him, and
sorts
he's
of
flashing
value
him, and he's
kills
distracting
running
him.
into his name. Sadak
God, it's so
will be
nice to
removed
watch,
in the
man.
end.
It's so
12
nice to watch.
rounds now for G2. One more to make it to London.
K5 goes at it.
Hollers across the stage. He realizes at this point, I think, that they've broken Crew. Look at the coordination here. Crew are all over the place. Too slow to be able to set up the
Yeah,
plays that
they
they're
are all
looking
over the
for.
place.
And in the midst of the chaos, the G2 players understand what's going on. Crew are lost. It would take now 5 rounds in a row for Crew to recover
And they
this.
ain't got good money.
Frustration on their side of the stage. They were the team that came into this bracket only needing a single win.
Yeah.
G2, they have dominated this half.
Prime form is what G2 have found themselves in right when it matters most for this playoffs. And one more round is all it'll
Sadak,
take.
mate.
Already early ult's going to be
No
offloaded.
one
KRU just looking
is
to see if they can
close
stop
enough
this
to be
one
able
stay
to do
alive in the
anything with
process.
your ult here.
Jomo dropped off early. Cosmic Divide now to cut this one up. G2 looking to see if they can hold KRU at bay, but as smokes on smokes, walls on walls. It's an awkward situation and an awkward engagement. It's a good nade. Push back balance position, but another smoke replaces another. Already still KRU are being completely slammed shut out of this fight. All the way forwards. Valen, what a transfer! Unless the sole recipient of it
Really
all
nice
can
from these two
do
back
it
of
all.
sight.
13-7.
Dude, G2, man.
And that ticket to London.
G2 look
booked for
good.
G2. Another chance of redemption is theirs for the taking.